Hi, I'm Evan Rutherford with Parthian Enterprises, and today I'm going to give you a small insight into narrative scriptwriting. A critical part in narrative filmmaking that is often overlooked by the general moviegoer is scriptwriting, or to put it more simply, storytelling. The art of storytelling is a complicated and much deliberated one. However, there are a few things that can really help turn a plot into a story. First things first, what is a plot? It is a series of strategically planned events that move the story forward. A plot and a story are not the same thing. So what is a story? It is, in the words of CU Denver scriptwriting teacher Craig Volk, an engaging and illuminating commentary on the human condition, which basically means its purpose is to intrigue and show the audience something new about what it means to be human. For example, a plot would be something like, a girl has just gone through a terrible breakup, goes to the store to buy ice cream to eat alone. She meets a friendly guy who's at the store to do the same thing. They decide to go out that night, and they end up falling in love. But the story might be something like this. When two people are stripped of companionship, they meet by fate and share a drink called loneliness, and in turn, find that they are no longer alone. Bada bing, that easy. So, to tell a story, you need characters. Characters need to have strengths and flaws that are integrated into your story so that later you can do things like strip away their strengths. An athlete breaks a limb, or to force them to overcome their flaws. A nyctophobic person navigating a pitch-black maze. Moments like that are character beats, which are really satisfying as long as you don't overuse them. These are moments like when Luke Skywalker faces Vader in The Empire Strikes Back, only to find out the hard way that he was not ready yet. So you've got your story, your characters, and perhaps an idea of what the plot might be. What's next? Structure. The first thing to do is split up your story into 3 acts. Act 1 should be an introduction to the main characters, their strengths and flaws. It should also establish normality in the character's life. Then, towards the end of the first act, something should happen that pulls the characters out of that normality. A sort of call to action. For example, a shy, passive guy's girlfriend gets kidnapped and he has to go save her. By the end of the first act, the reader/viewer should be familiar with the main character and should understand why this character must do what they're about to do. Then Act 2 begins. This is the meat of the plot. The characters should go through various trials that lead to the climax of the story. At the climax, about 2/3 of the way through the plot, the character should face his biggest challenge and either overcome it or fail. Finally, in Act 3, everything should settle down and come to a resolution. This is when the story should wrap up and a message should be told. Make it subtle, yet impactful. Leave the reader/viewer with something to really think about. Remember, it should be a commentary on the human condition. Try to end the plot with a powerful image that drives home the entire narrative. That's what really makes for a good story. As with any other form of art, these guidelines are not set in stone and are far from comprehensive, but they will hopefully help you get past the steep learning curve of good storytelling. So, with all that in mind, write something. To get better, you've just got to do it over and over. Then you can find ways to branch away from these guidelines to create a unique narrative that keeps humanity at its core.